Last night in the WNBA, a player had her wig yanked off, and they just stopped the game, and then they ended up ejecting a fan for making fun of the fact that a wig got yanked off. I think we have – do we have a still shot of the wig? I don't know what graphic we have to accompany it. I think we have some audio. If you missed it, this is a real – I thought I was getting pranked. I went and looked this up last night. I went to like 18 different places to make sure that this story was real because I was like, there's no way that this wig really got knocked off. I think we have, do we have video, audio, whatever we have? Let's play this. This was during a WNBA game. Girls coming off of a screen, and she ends up getting her wig knocked onto the ground, knocked onto the court. She then grabs the wig, runs off into the locker room, and they have to stop the game. And then an official goes over and says, hey, we had inappropriate comments made, and they kick the guy out of the game. If you can't make a joke about a wig getting knocked off during a game, I don't know what you can say anymore. Play it.
Malfunction. Shakira, beautiful passer, Christy. Just what she's been able to do. And now they have an issue with a fan as the officials, as Phoenix's bench had an issue. They're having Alyssa Thomas and Nate Tibbetts point out which fan it is so that security here at Care First Arena can have that dealt with. As we're waiting to get back to play here. So the officials are now talking to arena security here. As you can see, so a fan said something. The Phoenix Mercury bench heard it, and they did not like what was said. They're taking exception to it, so Amy Bonner, crew chief, is trying to have this sorted out with the arena security here.
They ought to give this guy an award for getting kicked out. I want to know what joke he made. What a ridiculous thing to do, first of all. If you're really serious about playing basketball, how do you play in a wig? I mean, that has to be hot. That has to add a lot of weight when you're wearing that whole thing to run all over the court. How can you be serious about being the best version of yourself when you have a multi-pound wig on top of your head? I don't even understand this. And how do you stop the game because a wig gets knocked off? They sometimes don't even stop the game when guys get injured. They let play continue. Is there a WNBA rule that if your wig gets knocked off, that you have to stop all play? I don't even understand this. This is not a serious league. This is not real life that this could end up having happen. So that happened in the WNBA. It's real. It is unfortunately not spectacular, and the hair is not, in fact, real or spectacular. Terry Hatcher, Seinfeld reference. But we talked about the fact that in the WNBA, we had a wig ripped off the head. Oh, this is the perfect picture. Okay, good job on the photo. Last night during a WNBA game, so 2 nights ago, wig gets yanked off the hair. They stopped the game for a wig. Last night in the WNBA, bright green dildo thrown onto the court. Can we get a picture here? I think we have the audio of the dildo discussion as well. Come to me for the best dildo analysis anywhere in sports. Here is the discussion along with a photo of said green dildo. And I'm going to read some of the funny comments that were made after this in a moment. Let's watch.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell. Something flies on the court, actually, from the crowd. The officials will say they will continue play as that goes off the fingertips of the Valkyries.
And you can see the object, the block right there, and the object comes, that green thing bounces, and it goes to the sideline. We're not exactly we're not sure where it came from.
No room for any of that type of activity.
Yeah, and no one's picked the object up yet. You guys, oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Inappropriate. Get him out of here, whoever it is.
Okay, I shared a video of the green dildo being thrown on the court last night, and your comments are amazing. Just on Twitter, 3 million views of the post, 23,000 likes, 2,000 comments. And the comments were hysterical. Again, these are from the comments. So if you have issues, I'm just reading what was made in the comments. Maze Moore, tax-deductible donation, toys for twats. You're not going to be able to keep a straight face for all these. Scissor Me Timbers from American Barbie. Hold on. I got to keep reading these. Can I get in? Hold on. I don't know why it's not showing up. Initially, it was all the top rated comments. Let me see if I can get top most liked replies. This is what I want to do. So I'm going to read the most liked. Okay. Jason Hurd. Someone paid them what they owed them. Very well done. CNN. Zach Crane. Possibly white. I mean, these are really funny comments in response to the video of the green dildo being thrown during the WNBA game. Open your eyes. Pay us what you owe us, with a big green dildo above the picture of the Pay Us What You Owe Us t-shirt. What a dick move. Shaking my head. PS4 Reconnoitre. Wigs and dildos flying around. It's been an exciting week for the WNBA. Dildo night should be implemented in the WNBA. It would boost ratings and viewership. Steve Johnson says of the green dildo, that's like lobbing broccoli into a Weight Watchers meeting. You guys on fire. Detroit Red Wings throw squid. Atlanta Dream throw neon green dildos. I don't see the problem. That's ridiculous. Everyone knows the only foreign objects allowed on WNBA courts are the players' wigs. It would be horrible if people did this all the time. I don't do drugs, but I imagine that WNBA games must be so fun to watch when one is high as a kite. The police got called for a dildo inside inside the NBA. Would have had a field day with this one. I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I were the WNBA commissioner, I would treat the green dildo investigation like it was the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. I would go all in. I would polygraph test people. I would demand video. I want to know who threw the green dildo. I think this guy, it's definitely a guy, by the way. I think this guy is a hero. Did somebody lose a bet? Did somebody lose a fantasy football bet? And they were like, hey, if you lose, you have to go watch a WNBA game, and you have to go there with a green dildo, and you have to throw it on the court before the game is over. Like, I want to know the full story. How did the guy smuggle the dildo in? I just can't imagine this. Jack says, sad that the dildo toss from the nosebleed section was actually closer to the basket than either of the shots heaved during possession. They're playing pickleball now. Smallest dick on the court. Better than getting fingered in a Phillies game. They caught the culprit. Image taken at the end of the fourth quarter. Kermit the Frog. Very good. They're going to start checking fans at the door for dildos. None of the players had a clue what that is. Thank God it wasn't white. All right, so these are amazing. Go read the comments. What an incredible job done by all of you. Someone please do the same thing to Gavin Newsom. Is Diddy out of jail? Wigs and dildos have to help ratings. A white dildo or a black dildo would have been racist. I'm glad they went green. The only news we hear about the WNBA is about dildos, wigs, pulling hair, Caitlin Clark, underpaid players, lots of drama. Nobody cares about the actual game. Clearly an environmentalist on the green dildo. Bobblehead night has been replaced. Should have thrown a wig. Anyway, Mayor Pete videos. You guys in the comments are all incredible all-stars. Did that go into an evidence bag or back to the locker room? Announcer had no trouble IDing that. Free dildo night to the first 5,000 fans, 18 and over. Surprised only one was tossed on the quarter. First fake hair, now fake dicks. What's next? They actually play basketball. Again, you guys are amazing. When the dildo hits the floor, all three-pointers score double for the next 2 minutes. All of this is you guys weighing in and doing an incredible job. You can go check it out. The dildo hit the floor.